India's workforce is not just evolving, it is being fundamentally redefined. We are witnessing a structural shift from traditional, long-term employment models to a more dynamic, flexible, and technology-driven gig economy. Today, millions of individuals, drivers, delivery partners, freelancers, consultants, and creators are actively participating in this transformation, leveraging digital platforms to unlock new income opportunities. But behind this growth lies a complex and rapidly evolving ecosystem. An ecosystem where flexibility meets uncertainty, where opportunity comes with regulatory challenges, and where growth must be balanced with compliance. As businesses scale faster and talent becomes increasingly decentralized, one critical question emerges. How do you navigate this new world of work while staying compliant, secure, and future-ready? This is where MindSync steps in. Welcome to MindSync. At MindSync, we specialize in simplifying complexity. We work at the intersection of law, business, and compliance, helping organizations and professionals navigate the evolving regulatory landscape of the gig economy. From labor law advisory and social security compliance to taxation, contracts, and platform regulations, we provide end-to-end solutions designed for the modern workforce. Our approach is not just about compliance. It is about enabling sustainable, scalable, and risk-free growth. Because in today's economy, success is no longer defined by how fast you grow, but by how well you grow within the framework of the law. So, as we explore India's gig economy today, its opportunities, challenges, and regulatory landscape, let's understand not just what is changing, but how to stay ahead of that change. What is gig economy? The gig economy refers to a flexible work model where individuals engage in short-term, project-based, or task-based assignments instead of permanent employment. This includes independent freelancers working directly with clients, as well as platform workers operating through aggregators such as ride-hailing and delivery apps. Unlike traditional employment, there is no fixed employer-employee relationship, which creates both flexibility and regulatory complexity. At its core, the gig economy is powered by digital platforms that connect demand and supply in real time. Legal definitions. A major shift in Indian labor law is the formal recognition of gig and platform workers. Under the Social Security Code, 2020, gig workers are defined as individuals working outside traditional employment relationships. Platform workers are those who provide services through digital platforms, while aggregators act as intermediaries connecting workers and users. This legal recognition is critical. It brings gig workers into the formal framework for the first time and establishes accountability for platforms. Labor codes. India simplified its complex labor law system into 4 comprehensive labor codes. These include the Code on Wages, Industrial Relations Code, Social Security Code, and the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code. While traditionally focused on formal employment, these codes now extend certain protections to gig and platform workers. This reflects a shift toward a more inclusive and modern labor ecosystem. The Social Security Code, 2020 forms the foundation of gig worker protection in India. It introduces a structured welfare framework designed to provide financial and social security to gig and platform workers. For the first time, this segment is being integrated into a system that was previously limited to formal employment. Contribution. The code introduces a shared funding mechanism. Aggregators are required to contribute between 1 to 2% of their turnover, subject to a cap linked to worker payouts. This applies to sectors like ride-hailing, food delivery, and e-commerce. Additionally, the government may also contribute. This ensures that platforms benefiting from gig labor also support worker welfare. Benefits. The code proposes a wide range of benefits, including life and disability insurance, health coverage, pensions, and maternity benefits. It may also include accident support and livelihood protection. While implementation is still evolving, this framework aims to reduce financial vulnerability among gig workers. Registration. A centralized registration system will assign each worker a unique, Aadhaar-linked identity. This ensures portability of benefits across platforms and improves transparency. It also helps in better policy implementation and tracking at a national level. Why states? Labor as a concurrent subject, meaning both central and state governments play a role. This leads to state-specific regulations and welfare mechanisms. While this allows flexibility, it also creates compliance complexity for businesses operating across multiple states. Rajasthan became the first state to introduce a dedicated gig worker law, establishing a welfare board and a transaction-based cess. Karnataka has proposed a model with stronger compliance requirements and higher platform contributions. Telangana is also developing a structured framework focusing on scalability and worker registration. Other states such as Jharkhand, Bihar, and Maharashtra are in various stages of policy development. This fragmented landscape makes compliance increasingly complex for platforms operating nationwide. Income tax. Freelancers are treated as self-employed professionals under income tax laws. Their income is classified as business or professional income, allowing deductions for expenses. They may also opt for presumptive taxation schemes for simplified compliance. However, proper record keeping and timely filing remain essential. GST. GST becomes applicable once turnover crosses the prescribed threshold. The standard rate for services is 18%. For international clients, services qualify as exports and are zero-rated, subject to compliance. This provides a significant advantage in global markets. Tax payments. Freelancers must manage their tax liabilities proactively. This includes TDS deductions and advance tax payments made quarterly. Delays can result in interest penalties, making financial planning crucial. Legal framework. Gig workers operate across multiple legal frameworks, including income tax laws, GST regulations, contract law, and IT laws. Contracts play a critical role in defining scope, payments, intellectual property, and dispute resolution. At the same time, platforms are required to ensure worker registration, transparency in payments, and compliance with regulatory requirements. Together, these create a multi-layered legal ecosystem. Compliance. For freelancers, compliance includes tax filings, GST where applicable, invoicing, contracts, and record maintenance. For platforms, it involves welfare contributions, KYC processes, regulatory filings, and operational transparency. Strong compliance is not just a legal requirement, it builds credibility and long-term sustainability. Opportunities. The gig economy creates significant opportunities. For individuals, it offers global exposure, flexible working, and income scalability. For businesses, it enables cost efficiency, access to specialized talent, and faster scalability. This makes it a powerful model for the future of work. Risks. Despite its advantages, the gig economy has challenges. Workers face income instability and lack of traditional benefits. At the same time, policy gaps, delayed implementation, and state-wise inconsistencies create compliance challenges. Addressing these gaps is critical for sustainable growth. Future. The future of India's gig economy is moving towards stronger regulation, better social security coverage, and increased formalization. However, navigating this evolving landscape requires expertise. How MindSync can help you. MindSync helps businesses and freelancers with end-to-end compliance management, labor law advisory, tax and regulatory structuring, contract and policy frameworks, Our goal is simple: to help you grow while staying fully compliant. In conclusion, the gig economy represents a powerful opportunity, but it must be balanced with compliance and responsibility. For workers, it offers flexibility and growth. For businesses, it enables agility and scale. But long-term success depends on one key factor: compliance-driven growth.